birds.
See you in a while.
No,
Apparently
really.
not. Alright, so. I have no idea. Oh no, I've done something stupid. Faulty engine repair, I didn't even do anything to it. Alright. Righty-o. So... wait, positive, negative, or neutral. I really have no idea what that means. Which is why I'm gonna Google it right now on my computer. Alright, so bear with me. Google. Wait a minute, before I do that, what's the face on the phone might have an idea. It's phone, what's the face lady? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8. Right. Hopefully they have an idea.
Nancy, how's it going?
This caller ID stuff is going to take some getting used to.
I'm here too, Nan. What's going on?
Believe it or not, on some nights, this house gets attacked by a pack of dogs. Sally's so
Woof.
scared of them, she left me here by myself.
Did you say dogs? She couldn't
Woof.
have, George. Dogs don't attack houses.
Wait, is the girl's
They
name
were
George?
definitely dogs. They came out of nowhere and started leaping at the windows and scratching at the doors like they wanted to get in.
Maybe that was just their way of being friendly.
Ah.
These dogs were not friendly, believe me, and they had glowing yellow eyes. A
Mm-hmm.
bird watcher I ran into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's place on Moon Lake was a gangster. The bird watcher said that the ghosts of his dogs show up every time someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs? Like there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
There's a private cemetery in the woods out back. Malone and his dogs are supposedly buried there.
Creepy.
And there were paw prints in the cemetery. Fresh paw prints.
Are you sure you're going to be all right there by yourself? We'd volunteer to drive out there and keep you company, but unfortunately my car's in the shop, and you know what a scaredy cat George is.
That's okay. There's really no room, and believe me, living conditions here are pretty primitive.
Scaredy cat, huh? You're gonna pay for that remark, dear cousin.
I need a
Sure
hint.
use a nice big hint right about now.
Use the screwdriver to tighten those 4 screws. Follow the diagram to figure out how far up or down each screw needs to go. And follow it exactly. Boat engines have this bad habit of blowing up if everything isn't screwed down just so.
Wait a minute.
Bye, you guys.
Don't be a stranger. Take care.
I have an idea. No, not the staircase. Ah, screw it. Let's go to this door. This door seems to be more cooperative. Alright, so... one up. Okay, so this one is neutral. That one's right. That one's right. Oh, yeah. Too easy, that was. Too easy.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying
crazy.
out at the old Malone place. You know, the house Sally McDonald bought?
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
A tree fell down in the driveway behind my car, and now I'm blocked in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
Ghost
The
dogs.
ghost dog scared her off.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Moo. Have you ever
Have
seen
you
the
ever
doggies?
seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just
Neither.
hearing them howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. Why would Sally buy that house anyway? Well, it is a cool place. No doubt
I
about
caught a
that.
strange man prowling around last night. He called himself Red Knot.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Weirdo food.
It seemed to me that he was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah, well, whatever. One thing's for sure, he's gonna wind up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
Oh, far out.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
Can I grab it? I cannot grab it.
What
Oh,
else
no,
can
no.
I do you for?
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Where do you find
Where
your
do you
antiques?
find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Probably does.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you
Bottles.
get them?
Oh, I haven't
Found
seen
them.
yet.
See, back in the days
Found
of
'em.
Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad
Illegal
driving or the
drugs.
feds suddenly showing
Illegal
up,
alcohol.
well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the
Booze.
lake.
So, all the fishes got wasted that night.
So, it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See,
Huh.
recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to
Pretty
his
sure putting
constant
stuff in it
squawking, the
damaged
state
the
banned it.
Taking it out would
Squeaky
should
Wheel
realign.
Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I
Park
keep telling
ranger.
him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Noisy.
Why
Yeah,
would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes
Boss.
them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
I need
to buy
something.
Oh, that
You
sounds
want
a
it?
bit
I
dodgy.
got it. As long as you pay cash, that is.
I'm running kind of low on cash.
That's just it. I'm running kind of low on cash. Would it be possible to start a line of credit?
My daddy always said, neither a borrower nor a lender be. But I'll tell you what, seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out.
You got
What
any
is it you need?
sandpaper?
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out.
What
Said he
would he
was
want?
tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
Shouldn't they be nether regions?
Think I could get some from him?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Guess I'll see you later.
Yola hee-hoo!
Live bait. Okay. Alright. Oh, so they're the bottles she was talking about. Alright, so I guess that we're going to Ranger Station. Ranger Station.
Hello,
yeah.
can I help you?
Hello.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park
No.
Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service. Let's see, Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
That's right. Only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
Does that mean you don't?
There's always a logical explanation for everything. Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living,
Doggies.
breathing, very noisy dogs.
Doggies.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe?
Mm,
Some oddball vitamin or protein.
mm.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Very
Have you
true.
ever investigated the ghost dogs yourself?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but I am here to serve the public.
Do you have something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Excellent.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and it's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Which is apparently rather colorful.
As a member
Spelling
of the
correctly?
law enforcement community,
But it's
I
American
prefer to
time.
dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
Thugs. Ugh, so much
So
dialogue.
you'd probably like to see the old Malone place torn down and forgotten.
Not necessarily. It's hard to ignore its potential as a tourist attraction. And if that's what it takes to draw more people to Moon Lake, I'm a reasonable man.
As an officer of the law, can you think of anyone who might want to scare Sally off her property?
The woman who owns the shop across the lake? Emily Griffin? I can't prove it,
Why?
but I'm pretty sure she's been dragging the lake in front of Malone's house for artifacts.
Stop humming at it. Huh? Did that actually... Oh, that actually... How did that work? I thought I'd need to put oil or something in it.